What is up, guys? It's your boy Brendan, aka Drip, aka GG Galaxy God, back with another video. In today's video, I have a requested Zeus combo. They wanted me to go over it more in detail. I already have a video on it I made like a year or two ago, but I figured since we got new support and everything like that, I'd go over it anyways. I planned on doing it before it was requested, but now it's requested, just gives me more of a reason and push to do so. Before we get in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out the description for all the ways to support me. All my links are down there in the description: Discord, PayPal, all that, merch store. All the merch store stuff is has a sale going on right now for 4th of July, 25% off. So happy 4th to you guys, and go down there and get you some Galaxy Eyes merch or some just other kind of Team D.D.D merch to support me and the channel, and I love you so much for it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. I'll see you guys in combo number one. All right, here we are, combo number one. These combos are going to be set going first, and then we're going to act like we're playing into the board, but we're search and follow up in order to go to Zeus combo. Because you can go Zeus combo going second, which I will show. It's just sometimes if you know you're playing against a deck that's just gassed out, it's hard to OTK him. You need to clear the board first. Sometimes it's nice to set up the combo going first instead. All right. Trade in, of course. Draw two. Kind of norm. We got to burn a normal right here, but we're fine. Normal orbital. Special Vanisher. Get another Photon Dragon. Use the orbital equipped to the Vanisher from the field. Tribute Search. Search Soldier. Go +1. Because if a lot of people search Wizard here, then you kind of go -1 where you can go +1. Or +2 rather, instead of just +1. We can pitch the Emperor. I got an ant on there. Jesus. Special. And now effective search. We can search the... What do we want to search? We can, in theory, search the Cleric now. We can go ahead and do that since we only have one more normal summon. We go ahead and search a Cleric because it's one less thing we have to search. So now we can normal summon the Summoner effect, special the Photon Dragon, where you at? That. Now we go here into this, detach this. This is all standard stuff I've shown in my last combo tutorial. Jumper, trance, activate trance, burn for 2k, summon. And this is where I would summon Wizard, like I mentioned before. You want to get access to Wizard and Summoner at all times. Since we have access to Summoner in the graveyard, we can add back with Soul Flare. We need access to Wizard in case we ever need to get access to him instead of Summoner. Now what we can do is overlay into Blast. Blast normal special summon effect. Allows the special summon Photon from hand. Summon the Photon Dragon. Link these two off. Into Soul Flare. Soul Flare effect. I would add back the orbital here since we already have a normal summon follow-up. Actually, I would add the Photon Dragon. So you can search an additional follow-up with 90 instead of having to search interruption. Make sure we're in frame. Hold on, let me see here. I just realized my hand's not even in frame. There we go. I'll slide things up just a bit. There we go. All right. So now this is our hand. What we do is we pass turn. We already have the Zeus combo set up. So now, standby phase effect, declare effect to search follow up. I would let's search the orbital, because you're going to search sanctuary off of this, off of the other one. So now interaction, yada yada yada, negate, destroy, detach, discard, pop, detach from. You're going to discard pop from this first, then detach this. I got ahead of myself. Summon, effect jumper to search. This is where you add the sanctuary. Okay, all your interactions are done. Let's just say they destroyed this. They destroyed this. Let's say they pretty much almost broke our whole board besides 90. All right, let's say they destroyed all this. Okay, this is what we're left with. Let's go ahead and cut this. On our turn, we'll draw for turn. Talents, it's disgusting. To make Zeus, what I would do, you want to play as, when you do the Zeus combo, you want, if you already have Cleric in hand, like I said, when you search the Cleric, you never want to exhaust as much resources as possible. You want to use the minimum amount of resources as possible. So your hand advantage, all the cards in your hand that you searched on the previous turn, you want to try to keep in your hand and use the XZs and the materials that you have on board. If you have to use cards in hand to go get access to it, that's fine. Definitely now that we have we can get 2 normal summons if we get access to it.
Hold up. Ignore that. I wanted to interrupt this video to say that I apologize that I misled you. When you detach the Photon Emperor from the Zeus, it does not come back because you don't control a Galaxy or Photon card. I'm sorry for that. I explained later in the video my mistake on that, so I just want to interrupt this here just in case any of the keyboard warriors went down to the comment section down below. I wanted to adjust and take care of that right now to save yourself the time and save myself the time from having to comment back. Also, yeah, I just want to. I always have so much going through my mind because I'm afraid I'm going to like not tell you guys everything, that sometimes I just put my mouth on autopilot and I just talk. So I do apologize about that. Just know the Emperor will not come back when you detach him from Zeus because you won't control a Galaxy or Photon card. So please keep that in mind. With that being said, there's nothing else. There's no other kind of mistakes that's in the rest of the video that I know of off the top of my head. Definitely not as severe as that one. So happy 4th to you guys. At the time of recording this video, it's the 4th of July. If you're watching this after the 4th of July, then happy past 4th of July. Enjoy the video, guys.
Which in this case we will, because we'll detach it off of our Zeus. So you want to exhaust as minimal amount of resources as possible and just try to reserve everything. So in this case, say we just need a pop because he's not big enough to get over stuff. Say we go this, and then we can go detach this to pop. You don't want to, if you have Emperor on the board, you don't really want to detach that until you detach from the Zeus, because you'll get additional +1, so you indirectly kind of go +2 instead of +1, because you'll get the additional normal summon, but you'll also get an 8 on board, which helps you rebuild your board, if that makes sense. As where if you would have just detached that off of it, then you would have got the body, but then you would have lost the body, so you would have really only gone +1 because you get additional normal summon, if that makes sense. Now we go to battle phase, crash, main phase 2. Go Zeus. Now you go detach 2 from Zeus. Wipe the whole entire board. Since we had Emperor engrave, Emperor effect to summon back. This is where I'm talking about. This is the additional +1, so it's kind of like +2 because you get another normal summon. So you haven't even normal summoned yet, and you already have 2 normal summons. So if you have the ability to where you can go full combo and search the Cleric on the first turn to set up for the Zeus combo, then go for it. But you don't need to do it every time unless, like I said, you know you're playing against a deck that pushes through negates and will set up a big board and it's hard for you to OTK through. You don't need to be scared and go for this line all the time, because sometimes if you go for this line all the time, you'll get punished. But on turn 1, that is. Instead of, if you search too much follow-up and you don't have enough interaction, then you won't get a follow-up because they'll just kill you, if that makes sense. So now with our first normal summon, we'll normal summon Cleric. You always want to, when you do your targets, always shuffle back your extra deck cards. Lord, Prime, Starliege. Always do your Soul Flare. I'll leave full armor in there. You need to recycle the trance for the thing. Let me see what else. I really want to shuffle back a Photon Dragon because, like I said before, 1 in grave, 1 in deck, 1 in hand. We'll put back the Blast for now because the worst case scenario, we just loop and do this exact same combo again, kind of, sort of. So we'll do these 5. Even though this doesn't have any materials on it, we can still break their board. Just keep recycling with Cleric. So we'll shuffle this up and try not to damage my cards. Draw 2, Pot of Greed. I don't know if you can see that, but we just drew Ash and drawn Lockbird. Big rip. I'll equip the Orbital here. Bait for hand traps or anything. If they have hand traps, they would have hit that, and we would have had talent, so we're still gassed out and drew the 2 anyways. I would preferably search Vanisher here because this gets the recycle stuff going again. I mean, not the recycle, but the kind of like recycle. Get your where your board was again, because you get another 4, and you get Photon Dragon in hand, which is an additional pop. This is why I said it's good just recycling everything. Make sure everything's still in frame. Yes, it is. We're good. So we shuffled back. Okay, we shuffled back that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take these 2. Make the Photon Dragon. We got 3 right now. Use Sanctuary here. 2 tokens. Link those off into Soul Flare. Soul Flare here. I would go and get... I'll just go get Wizard. Why not? Normal the Wizard. Don't tribute him off. Make him an 8. Right back to Lord. Now you can detach the Cleric. Make sure you detach the Cleric to dump. Kind of messed up, but it's fine. We will add the trance for the follow-up. Pretty much kill them because there's no way they're going to be able to play through our remade board plus 2 hand traps after clearing their board with Zeus. But that's basically it. I should have searched Brave off of this and then added Cleric back off of the Soul Flare. So don't make the mistake I did and play the deck the right way and actually do it the right way. Search Brave and then in that situation add the Cleric back. But that's it for combo number 1. Let's go ahead and get into combo number 2. All right, combo number 2, we're just going to be going second. I don't really like making going second combos because you don't know the situation. Because like with negates or hand traps or stuff like that, that's usually why I like to do going first combos. Granted, you can argue the same thing when it comes to hand traps, but let's go ahead and we're just going to draw it up, see what we get. All right, this hand is garbage, but we have Foolish Burial, so we're Letty Fitty. Blah blah blah. We know how this goes. Hopefully they don't negate that. If they do, then foolish or bust. But it is what it is. Moral of the story is what we're trying to do when we go second is we want to get a big XZ on board as fast as possible without using as much resources, like I said in the first one. And then attack over something, make Zeus, break the board, and then play from there. Trade in. That's very unfortunate. Foolish. Let me see. Yeah, we can do that. This is another cool cheeky combo. Sorry, I was quiet because I was thinking of the combo in my head. We can send we can send Cleric, get instant access to her. Okay. Sanctuary. 2 tokens. Take the 2 tokens. Link them in Bujinki Ashima. Ashima. Target. Target. Alright, so you target these 2. You can go here if you want, if they got back row. I'd put it right here. Target 2. Go this. Battle phase. Attack over. Main phase 2. Make the Zeus effect. Make sure you detach the Emperor. Wipe the whole board. Emperor effect. Summon. Oh, the Sanctuary is supposed to be in the graveyard, duh. Alright, now what we can do is, we might not be able to remake our whole board, but at least we get to recycle. Then we target the Cleric that we foolished. Now we normal summon. Now we just recycle everything that we burnt. So we'll recycle this. We'll recycle this. Recycle this. That's 3. 4. And then we were forced to use the Emperor because to make 5. And if we don't draw nothing to continue playing, that's fine. We broke their board. That's all that matters. Draw 2. We already used Soldier. I would hold these 2 in hand. The worst case, pop a Soul Flare if they special summon again. And just worry about a top deck at that point. That's basically it for combo number 2. We didn't open very well, but we still broke the board, and that's the Cleric combo. So let's go ahead and get a shuffle up and go to number 3. Alright, combo number 3. If we don't get to it, this is going to be going first. If we don't get to it, then I'll show you. I'll make the board and I'll show you to put you in the game state that I'm talking about. Reveal. This hand is garbage. Hope this resolves. Expedition, because it's an 8. We got to get names in hand, normal summonable ones. So, Soldier effect. Go and get the Wizard. Normal Wizard, tribute off. This is where this is going to be kind of finicky and weird, but we're going to search another Soldier. Soldier, pitch Emperor, summon. Emperor effect, summon. We got additional normal. Now we can make the Lord. We have an Ashima line, but we don't have an 8 engrave. Link off. Soul Flare, add back Wizard. Second normal. Tribute. Add the 100. Activate the 100. Send the jumper. Jumper effect. Add this. Trance. Beep. And get access to Summoner or Cleric, but probably Summoner. I'll just go Summoner. Summoner. Don't think there's much else we can do. So we, instead of making Photon Dragon, we go this. Where's that? So blast effect, summon, rip one from their extra deck. Now this is our field going into their turn on their standby phase. Use this effect. Search the Cleric. Okay. Then main phase, you're going to use this to pop a special summon card. Make sure you don't shotgun it and use it on the right one. Then you're going to detach to target, summon, rip another one from their extra deck. Then if they set up a kind of somewhat overboard, detach this. Don't detach the Emperor because you're going to need that on your turn for the Zeus line. Once you have access to Emperor, detach negate. Not only that, you need protection from card effects if they out this too. So it's always good to have Photon equipped. So say, and then we're going to search. We'll search a Sanctuary off of. We're searching off of the jumper, by the way. Search the Sanctuary. Where you at? Here you are. So we have double follow up. It's kind of insane. So we can already somewhat make up a board, even if we don't draw good off Cleric. They pass turn to us. Draw off turn. It's a knight. It's really lit. Switch to attack. Battle phase. Even though this board alone should be able to push through almost any board, you can still OTK through whatever board this is. I'm just referencing if you don't. Tack. Main phase 2. We know this is where it's going. Set here. Detach 2. Wipe the entire board. Even your 100 feels bad. Now we would normal our first normal. Oh well, yeah. Sorry. Where's he at? The Emperor comes back, but no, it does not. It does not come back because we don't have a Galaxy or Photon. So disregard that from the first combo if you haven't already gone to the comment sections. So effect, target. Always want to shuffle back the Soul Flares. 90. Trance. Wizard. Alright. Draw 2. Alright. Now we can just completely remake the entire board. Targeting the Photon Dragon, make him 3k, level 8. Sanctuary, 2 tokens. Link those off. Bujinki Ashima. Summon. I would actually do the knight instead. Summon, because you want this in hand for a pop. Lord. Link these two off. The reason why you link these two off instead of the Zeus is because you, in case they destroy something by card effect on your field, he can gain a material. And then Soul Flare will add back the Cleric. Sorry about the misplay with the Emperor. I always have so much on my mind at the same time because I want to tell you guys so much that I forgot about it. So please forgive me for that. Where I use the Sanctuary. So this is our hand. We have Plethora follow up off Cleric and then an additional pop and a negate off that. So after you rip 2 out of their extra deck, and a pop and a follow up and a negate, they're not playing through that, so you will obviously kill them on the next turn. So that's basically it. That's basically the Zeus combo for us. Yes, I know what I mentioned before, it's kind of like infinite interruptions. It's only really infinite if you put a Zeus on top of a giant XZ. So like if you go Cypher Dragon, Steel, and then put full armor over one and an attack, and then you put this over top of the one of the other ones, it can get really huge, and then you can potentially have an infinite interruption, like infinite resources. If not, it's just this simple one where you use it once and it doesn't affect you, because a lot of decks can't do this that we do. You use Zeus and it just wipes the entire board. So like, for an example, let me show you the game state or whatever. So let's say you have something like this, and then you use this, detach, steal their monster. I'm just going to use my Kaiba Corp Field Center as their monster. Then you put Cypher X on top. Then you can go full armor. And then you can go to battle or whatever. And then you can make Zeus on top of this. And then he'll have 3 materials. Granted, it won't be a 4 material Zeus, but there's some situations where you can go into a 4 material Zeus. It's just really weird. If you, like, for an example, have a number 90 that you didn't use you can, if you want to make a fat Zeus, you can just go this route. And then instead of adding the card on their standby phase, you can equip to it. So let's say we equipped a Sanctuary to it or whatever. And then battle phase, attack, put this over top, and then you can then put the Zeus on top of this, and it will be a 5 material Zeus. So you can use Zeus twice, if that makes sense. So you can use it, detach 2, and then normal summon Cleric, shuffle back, and then make Soul Flare. So like, for an example, let's just go ahead and do this, so just in case if people are not understanding what I'm talking about. So we went to battle phase, blah, 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 made Zeus, detach 2, wipe the entire board, normal summon, shuffle back the Soul Flare, obviously. This, 100, blah, blah, blah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, draw 2. See, look at that. That's just disgusting. Now, what we can, this is shuffle back, but that's not on the field. Summon. We already know where this is going. Add. If you don't want to make Rake 4 because you don't have one, you forgot to shuffle it back. Make Soul Flare. Soul Flare will add back the Cleric. Now on their turn, you have a pop. You have a pop and wipe the whole entire board. So, and then you do it again. Normal Cleric, shuffle back, draw 2. That that's basically it for the combo. Not much really else. It's just the Zeus is looping the Zeus, and if how big you want to make your Zeus. If not, you're just gonna get a one wipe Zeus with 2 materials, which is fine. Usually with this deck, the way it's able to recycle and just keep going off, it's easier to kill them after that. Definitely if you rip 2 out of their extra deck like we did with that one combo. So you rip 2 out of their extra deck and then wipe their board with Zeus and remake yours. They can't play through that. They just can't. There's no deck that can play through that. I don't care what anybody says. But that's basically it for the Zeus combo. Again, I do apologize for the Emperor mistake. I know that probably hindered the combo in combo number 2, but not that much because we still can go off or whatever. So please forgive me for that. Sometimes I just make mistakes. We're all human. And on top of that, I'm always trying to tell you guys so much. I have so much going through my mind because you don't know how many times I make videos and then I rewatch my videos when I'm editing them, and I forgot of some things that I wanted to tell you guys, and it makes me really frustrated. So that's why sometimes I double say what I'm trying to say, or I go in circles and say the same thing again, or I bounce from conversation to conversation because I just want to make sure I tell you guys everything and I don't leave nothing out. I'm sure I'll probably leave something out, excuse me, on this one, and it'll make me mad when I'm editing this and before I upload it. So forgive me my mistakes. I appreciate it. But other than that, if I left anything out, I'll let you know in the comment section or in the Discord part of the Galaxy Gang. Galaxy Gang part of the Discord. I can't even talk. What is English? But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the combo. It's the updated version. But it's more of the story before I let you guys go. With the Zeus combo, if you're going first and you know you need it, search Cleric with Lord, and then if you're going second, use the minimum amount of resources as possible so you still have enough resources to push through your own Zeus to be able to remake your board. Other than that, that's about it. And if you're wanting to make the big Zeus, equip the material to Lord instead of adding the material to hand, if that makes sense, during their standby phase. So you can make a 4 material Zeus and then wipe their board twice, if that makes sense. So going first, let me recap. Going first, add the Cleric off of Lord during their standby. Going second, use minimum amount of resources to be able to push through your own Zeus after you Zeus their combo, their board. Then if you are wanting to make a 4 material Zeus, instead of adding a card, if you already got Cleric during your turn, instead of adding the card to hand during your opponent's standby phase, equip it to Lord. So then he will have 3 materials. Then when you attack and make Zeus, you have 4 materials. So then you can constantly do it twice. If for some odd reason you're running low on resources or you're not drawing good off your Clerics, to be able to buy yourself an additional turn or 2 turns. Because you're just completely just wiping everything and just Zeus control, basically. The deck switches and turns into a Zeus Cleric control, which is really nice. But anyways, other than that, I take a lot of pride in the Zeus combo. I made the Zeus combo 2 years ago before anybody else was doing it, and I take a lot of pride in it. Which, when it comes to this deck, I take a lot of pride in almost everything anyways. I love this deck so much and what I do to try to make it better. But other than that, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go out there and kick some rear end with Galaxy Eyes. Do one for the Galaxy fam. But I won't keep you any longer. I love you guys so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the bell. Check out the description for all the ways to support me. Bell notification so you never miss an upload. And it's your boy Brandon, aka Drip, aka GG Galaxy God. Sign out till next time. Peace. Good dueling, my guys.